Well, it may be hard to see, but behind all of these plants is my giant Ceanothus thyrsiflorus Victoria hedge. You can see it peeking around here. And as you may be able to see, the insects and the pollinators absolutely love this plant. Really nice blue color. And so you can actually smell this when you are close by. It does have a sweet scent. There are literally bees everywhere. I don't know if I zoom in, maybe you can see them, all the different insects flying around. And so you will see sources that say this is hardy to around zone 7, zone 8 for sure. So this winter with those strong winds we had, this actually took some damage. I did see that it had lost quite a few leaves, but they're all back now. And the victorious variety was from a plant in Victoria, British Columbia, and it's known as one of the more cold hardy ones. Ceanothus is a west coast plant. They're found Oregon. I'm not sure if they go up into Washington, but there's different species in Oregon, California. And these are a really great Mediterranean plant. I do not water these things ever. They get a little bit of runoff when I water the trackies, but that's it. I never water them. Now that they've been in here a number of years, and with all the plants, they're not quite as thick as they were at the bottom. So this is a big one. You can expect each plant to get about 8 feet tall and 8 feet wide, possibly bigger, and they do it in a hurry. If you look at some of my old videos, I had some on the other side and they just became such garden thugs. You can prune them back after flowering, no problem. This one I had trimmed as a hedge. It's getting a little bit hard to prune it that way. But I'm going to go around the back because these strawberry trees were quite small when they went in, and it was just a hedge and these were in front of it. So I'll go around the back and we can take a look. I think on the back side we'll be able to see a lot more flowers. So I'm just about to wrap around the back. This is I added another small one this last summer right here. That's why it's a little bit shorter here, because I wanted to extend the hedge to try and block the wind in winter a bit. But look at the color on this. There are literally thousands and thousands of insects on all these blooms. So this will stick around for maybe a couple weeks. And then I'll go back and cut some of these back. Let's see. Oh, it's getting difficult to. The sun's kind of in the way. This side, this back side where it's a little bit more shady, maybe not as many flowers. Let's go down here. Definitely, they're there. They're just later to bloom. I think you can see them down low. There's still a lot of flowers left to bloom, and these things are big. So they're about 4 or 5 years old. They went in as small plants, maybe 18 inches high, and they're probably about 8 feet high or so. And I trim them. I trimmed them aggressively the first few years. But these things love our climate and they want to grow. So last spring, I had this nice and neat. You can see how many feet this thing is sticking out. So it is an aggressive grower in the right conditions. And here's the immature flowers on the shadier side that haven't quite bloomed yet. Underneath the big trackies, we have my variegated Ceanothus. This one is Pershore Zanzibar. Get in tight here. Hold on. There's the new growth on that. It's pretty nice. And what you get is with this one is you get a much paler blue flower, a little bit of a purple. So with our cold winter, this one almost completely defoliated, which was a little shocking. The winds just stripped it dry, but it's come back. There's a new leaf right there, but for the most part it's filled in, and there's lots of little bugs around here. The flowers are small on this one. The blue has a bit of a purplish tinge to it. So that's one if you want to add a little bit more color as opposed to the regular dark green. Thanks for watching.